video, we are going to see about data types in Python and debugging in Python. So data type means it's nothing but define the types of data, and type function is used to display that what types of data. In Python, the following data types are available: number, string, boolean, list, tuple, set, dictionary. And data type divided into two types: mutable and immutable. Mutable means we can change its states and contents, but immutable we can't change it. Mutable data type stores list, dictionary, set, and byte array. And immutable data types examples are int, float, complex strings, and tuples. Through the id functions, we can check the mutability. So example, x is equal to 10, and we are printing that id of x. Again, reassign the value of x is 20 and checking that id of x. Here, the idea for both the print statement will be a different one as an integer because it is an immutable one. The first data types in Python is number, which is used to store the numeric values, and it has three subtypes: integers, float. So integers means it's hold the positive, negative, whole numbers without decimal points. In Python 3 integers also unlimited size. So here a is assigned to positive 100 and b minus 100 and c equal to 1 star 20. That is the multiplications, and assign that expression's value to the variable c, and we are printing that values. So a 100 and b minus 100 is printed, and c 20 is printed. And how we can convert the type from any type to integers using the function int. Consider a equal to 101. It is a string value because it is enclosed by double quotes, and now we are converting that string a into integer through the functions int. So that's why b equal to int of a. And another one, the decimal value also converted integer through int function, c equal to int of 122.4. Now we are printing b and c. You see the output, so it will be changed integer. So 101 string will change into integer, and 122.4 it will be converted to the whole number as an integer. It's floating point numbers. We can use the real number, whole numbers with the decimal point. See example, a equal to 101.2 and b minus 101.4 and c 111.23, and they give the expressions also 2.3 into 3. Now we can print that value a, b, c and d, and we get the result like this. And likewise integer also, float also we can convert from any type to float using float functions. So same here, a string enclosed by single quotes 301.4, it is assigned to the variable a, and it will be converted into float and assigned to the variable b. And next is c equal to float of 121, that is 121 is an integer value, so converted and assigned to the variable C. Now you can see B and C, it will be changed into float numbers. So 121 change into integer, change into also float 121.0. Next, complex numbers. So combination of imaginary with real numbers. So it's in form of x plus yj. The x is a real a whole number, and y is a imaginary part number. X is a real and y is imaginary. Imaginary comes along with letter j. So example, a equal to complex of 5. That means 5 integer is converted into that complex format. Here printing a. And next b equal to complex of 101 comma 23. Two values is passed. First value is considered as a real part and 23 is a imaginary part. And printing this value. See here 5 plus 0 j, because in the first statements only one number integer we are passed, so that's called a real number. So imaginary part is not available, so it's coming 0 j. The second one 101 is a real and imaginary 23. So a string data types, the sequence of characters is string. It is enclosed by either a single quotes or double quotes. See here computer science assigned as a to str variable, and we are printing that string, and we want to fetch the first character, means we can use the square bracket and mention the index position. And default in Python start with a index position is 0, so str of 0 means is into that first character. And next is the slicing. Str of 1 colon 3 means from the first position to 3 minus 1, that end always minus 1, so first to 2, first position to second position characters is fetched. And the next start with 3 and colon, there is no end limit, so from the third character onwards it will be fetched, slicing, and it will be printed. And str start 2 means it will be repeated 2 times, the same string repeated 2 times. And if you are using plus operator in string, means it will be concatenate to join the string. Computer science with yes, it will be concatenate. And see that answers. So 0th position is the first letter C, and 1 colon 3 means first to second position, so 0 letter OM is printed, and third colon means from the third letter onwards is printed, third position onwards is printed. Python start position is 0, so 0th position is C, letter O position is 1, and M position is 2, and P position is 3, so the onwards is printed. And next star 2 means it will be repeated 2 times, and plus means it will be concatenate S with the computer science, that was printed. And iterating through string. See here str computer science is assigned, and using the for loop we can retrieve one by letter for I in st, or so that comes sc assigned to that variable I 1 by 1, so it will be printed one after another. And next boolean is used to store that two possible variables, either true or false. See here str assigned to signs, and the bool variable hold the values the upper. We are checking whether it is upper or not, that str is upper or not. It returns either true or false. If it is upper means it returns true, otherwise return false. That is assigned to the variable bool. So here COMP the value is a small letter, so it's not upper, so it returns the false. It will be assigned to the variable bool and it is printed. Unless list is a collection of items and it has every own index values. It is enclosed by the square bracket. See here, list is 6 comma 9, so two values, and 0th position 6 value and first position 9th value. Now we are changing the values. List of 0 equal to 55. Now if you print it, list of 0 means what will be that? The 55 will be printed, and list of 1 you are printing means it will be entered 9. That means the values are changed. Instead of 6, by the second statement, the value of 0th position list is changed to 55 because list tuple is immutable 1. We want to modify like list. See here, tuple 66, 99, 0th position 66, and first position 99. Now we are trying to tuple of zeros equal to the 0th position. Try to change the value 3. It will show that error. Without that second statement, if you are trying to execute the statement means it will print it 66 and 99. And is set in Python. It is unordered collection of immutable value, which is enclosed by curly braces. So any order it will be printed. So you set to 1, the values are 11, 22, 33, 22, and we are printing any order it will be printed. As a unique item, so repeated item. Dictionary also another collection of items, and every item has a key value, unique key values. It is a combination of key value pair, and this is also enclosed by curly braces. And see here, subject is a key, class also is a key, and subject keys value is computer science and class value is 11. And we are printing dictionary, it will be printed. A particular item you want to fetch from the dictionary means we can use the key. Using the key we can fetch the particular value from the dictionary. So DICT is a dictionary name. So DICT of square bracket of subject as a given. So the subject value, subject key value only will be printed. Next, using the get function also we can get the particular value from the dictionary. So dictionary dot get of class, so the class value also the 11 will be displayed the third print statement. And type conversion, that means one type to another type we can convert, that is called a type conversion. There are two type of conversions: implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. Implicit means that automatically converted from one type to another type, no need to any other functions for that. Say example, num underscore int is equal to 12 and num underscore float 10.23, and num underscore new equal to, those two values was added. See here, the float is a higher priority than int, so the result automatically it will be changed. Integer float value is added, but it returned the float value. So how we can check the type of that particular variable? We can use the function type. So I'm checking the type for num int first variable and num float second variable, as well as the result num new variable also, and its values also checked. So first one is integer, 12 value is integer and 10.23 is a float, and new value we are getting that 12 plus 10.23 is a 22.23, and its type is float because it's automatically implicitly converted with a higher priority. Explicit type conversions means we have to mention the data type functions in float or str like that. We can mention it. According to that, it will be converted. See here, num int 12 and str equals string value 45. So first print statement data type will be printed is integer, and before converting that str type also is printed is a string. See, next we are going to convert the string value 45 into integer using the function int_of, that is an explicit conversion. Now we are checking num str data type, means it will show that integers because we are converted as an integer. After converted the string value to integers, now we can add those values 12 plus 45 and it will be added and display, and that type type also we can check, it will come as a integer. So our example for typecast explicit, see that int of 1 it will come as a 1 and int of 2.8 means it's a float value, so skip that. Fractional part 2 will come, and string value 3 also converted as an integer 3. Likewise, the float value also is converted, one integer change into 1.0 and 2.8 as well as like that, and string value 3 changed to 3.0, and 4.2 string is also converted into float. Likewise, a string already is in a string, so it will come as s1, and a string of 2 means it will be converted, so string value is enclosed by single quotes or double quotes, and float value